Yo, what's poppin', man? It's yours truly, the homie Acehood, rocking out, man. We live, you know what I'm saying? It's video mix. Make sure you tap in.
Man, you know who it is, man. It's Chaos. You already know where you at, man. Shout out. And first and foremost, shout out to everybody at TGK Metro West Stockade. Everybody throughout them little rough sides of town that got us tuned in. You know I love to bring you inspiration. This is walking inspiration. This is a walking testimony. Forget the music. We talking about what you surviving. Yeah. You heard me?
Yeah.
You heard me?
Yeah.
You heard what I just told you? Mm-hmm. Man, I appreciate everything you've been doing musically, but sometimes those people on the other side, they be needing that inspiration, man. So tell the people what you've been up to.
Oh, man, growing, man. Traveling, healing, working on myself, bro. Working on my responses to things, you see what I'm saying? You know, man, touring, you know what I'm saying? Still doing the things that I love. Most importantly, being a father, tapping into those spaces, you know what I'm saying? As a husband. As a black man, really just for me, dog, I think what's changed greatly is the information of what I know now as opposed to what I knew in the past. So I think that's what I've really been up to the most, is really gaining a lot of information, you know what I'm saying, to be able to change and apply it in my life, dog.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, from the music, watching you, because, you know, we done had shows together and I see the passion on stage and all that. My thing is, the passion look like, this from where I'm standing at, the passion look like it's transferred into what you just said, with being a husband, with being a father. You want to get them some of that, like, because, dog, the passion with the music ain't left, is it? No, it ain't left.
No, the passion with the music is still there. Like, you know, these are why the people are still connected, you know, because of the passion through the music. You know, that's the vehicle. So, to me, I'm always passionate about music, even if I don't drop according to the way people would want me to frequently drop. For me, you know, my projects are intentional now, you know what I'm saying? As opposed to just being in the past, but still as impactful, still as powerful, still as passionate, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Still in the studio working, still got a bunch of projects that are set to release, but, you know, as being independent, it's a certain way you got to approach certain things. So, you know, you want to make sure the landscape and the foundation is right. So it's there.
So because you said that as far as the family side, how has that impacted you in what type of ways, whether it be in your character, your personality, right now is the man that I'm in front of right now?
Say that again.
How has it impacted you? Like, what has it changed? Has it added more humility? Has it added, like, what traits have it added to you being a father or a husband?
Oh, man, I think being with a partner, you know what I'm saying, in my marriage, it's allowed me to feel more validated, I think, as a man, you know what I'm saying? She, you know, being with a woman that allows and creates a space for you to feel safe, for you to feel emotionally vulnerable, I think those are all powerful traits that men have steered away from growing up. You see what I'm saying? We've always been taught to be hard, to be physical, we can't cry, all that type of energy. But I think having a space like that has allowed me to really, you know, in my private space, to get out what I feel, to share how I feel, and not be judged for that, and to have a space to do that. So what I've learned for that is to apply that to anything that I do, to even if it's with dealing with people, no judgment, wherever they are, I meet people where they are, you see what I'm saying? So for me, that's what that has taught me moving out to the world, and it's taught me how to appreciate people, and, you know, and even with the relationships, how to love on people more in those relationships too, you dig what I'm saying? So these are the things that I apply now that I'm back out moving, and it's like, you know what I'm saying, we got a new fresh face, new energy type thing. So that's what we're giving off now, man. Kindness, love, and letting homies know, like, you can be vulnerable with what you feel and still stand in your strength and stand in that power. See what I'm saying?
Man, I know we be getting music from you, man. You don't think it's time to drop a book now? Like, where's the book at?
We working on it, though. This is all in works of it. You see what I'm saying? So it's coming soon. You know what I mean? I think when God give me the message, I think for sure we going to walk into that space.
Please listen to him when he tell you that. And I sometimes see the God in you. You hear me? It ain't just about what you say. It's about how you live. So me as a father, sometimes I'm sitting back taking notes from you. Like, we know each other music. We don't really know each other too personally, but I've got personal by watching you be a father, be a husband. I'm like, this what I want. Oh, okay, I see Ace doing this. And a lot of us in the crowd just like paying attention. So I'm telling you, man, I appreciate you for that, for being vulnerable, for being transparent, for being like an open book, bro, because some of us are taking notes and adding it to our own little, you know what I'm saying, our little novel that God is writing for us, bro. So I appreciate you, man, like real talk. So now, what's next for Acehood?
Man, we're going to continue to build on what we already done, you know, building on this music, you know what I'm saying, independent in that world. I think, you know, enlarging in the community in terms of like Hood Nation Entertainment, you know what I'm saying, signing producers and things like that. I think next is like, you know, doing speaking engagements, using my voice in a very different way other than also music. You know what I'm saying? Music is one way, but out here having talks, doing conferences, that's what's next. In terms of just, and also building my businesses. So I'm building on everything now in terms of just, you know, building my health and wellness business, building my merchandise business that I have coming, you know. So those are just the pillars, man, that I'm working towards. For me, it's always family, faith, finance, you know what I'm saying, and that freedom. That's what I operate on my day-to-day.
Man, y'all know I'm a life coach, man. I might have to get him out to my middle school to talk to these little jits out the Apollo middle now, like, you know what I'm saying? We got some things coming up. I might have to hold him to it. I ain't gonna put him on Jump Street just yet, but them young guys sometimes need that. You know, I'm a life coach, community liaison, so that's, you know, we're going to talk about that. Before you get up out of here, for these people that might have just seen you for the first time, that's been under a rock, tell them people whether it's a website or the social media, tell them how to get in contact with you.
Acehoodmusic.com, anything relating to Acehood there. Acehood, you can type that in on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, anything, you know what I'm saying, you can find me anywhere, even on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, you type in Acehood and you get with me.
Now, before you get up out of here, I do this with every artist that's on my show, right? 60 seconds or less, you know what I'm saying? Looking at camera is some, you know, we really trumping these records when it comes to black men and black boys committing suicide. It's a lot of us imploding and exploding. So I need you to look in this camera, talk to them. I ain't here no more. Give them some inspiration, dog, because you might say something that triggers something to say, you know what, I do see myself living tomorrow or next week or whatever the case may be. Go ahead.
I would say share your story. You know, don't isolate your story. You know what I mean? I think that's the most important key. A lot of us feel like, you know, we don't have the outlets of somebody to help us or somebody who cares enough for us to discern us in our situation to come out and aid us and help us. So that's the main thing that I would say, man. You know, saying loving yourself is just a blanket statement if you don't know how to do that or go about the steps or the process of learning how to do that with yourself. One of the things that I tell people all the time is be patient with yourself. You know, life is hard enough. I don't think we need to also, you know, bear those problems in our world. So, you know, that's just what I say, man. God is real. You see what I'm saying? And the closer you get to yourself, the closer you get to God, and the closer we get to remove ourselves from that ideology. You know what I'm saying? We meant to rise higher than that frequency, and I think most people don't understand. If you haven't healed it in this world, you will be back to heal it again. So make sure you know that. So I think it's important for us to figure out who we are rather than what we are and what we like to do. You know what I'm saying? And who we are within those things. So find yourself, man. Find your true inner self, and then live the greatest life possible, man. The sun shines brighter on that side, I promise you, for sure.
Man, you know what it is. Video Mix, man. Acehood, man. Appreciate you, man. You've been a light to somebody, a brother, some type of influence to somebody, man. Like, and it might be this week, next next year. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate them words, man. Video Mix, man. Keep it loud right here.
I appreciate you, bro.
You know that, man.
Proud of you. Yes, sir.
You done survived some real trials and testimony, man.